بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Morning, Giants family. What's going on? I'm Saeed, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Good morning, good evening, good night, good afternoon. How's everybody feeling today? It's game day. Let's get pumped up for our beloved New York Giants playing Washington Commanders. Should be a good game. Tyrod Taylor is starting again, but they will have to show up, to win this game. Obviously, Washington is no push-aside team, so we'll see what happens. I got the injury report right here. Let's see what's going on. Evan Neal has an ankle, didn't practice. Matt Pert, offensive tackle, shoulder. Wandale Robinson with a knee, didn't practice all week. John Michael Schmitz with a shoulder, didn't practice. Offensive tackle Andrew Thomas, hamstring. Saquon Barkley will play with the ankle, limited practice. Kicker Graham Gano with the left knee, didn't practice. Adoree Jackson is not going to play with a neck issue. Daniel Jones, we know, is not going to play with a neck issue. Gary Brightwell has an ankle problem. DJ Davidson with a knee, did practice. Trey Hawkins with a knee problem, he did practice. So a few injuries here and there, but that's not an excuse. We're going to have to show up 1-5. It's a must-win situation now. In the past, we have turned things around with playing Washington, but with this team, it's I really can't tell which team will show up. But the offensive vibe with the Tyrod Taylor last week against the Bills was way different, one we haven't seen all season. The way it was, the whole team was playing more energetic, and we almost did beat the Bills if we were not cheated out with the last play. The holding wasn't called on Waller, so that's some positive to build on, So tells us that it's not all the offensive line, it's the QB play too. So Tyrod has a better read this year than Daniel Jones. He can read first read, second read. He knows which options to call. So that was pretty obvious. It's embarrassing on Daniel Jones' part how good he did last year, and he's regressed so much that he can't make basic reads. He takes the snap and just starts running. You gotta read first your levels. Then if nothing is there, then you gotta take off running. It's the other way around for him. But Giants have already paid him a lot, so when he's healthy, he will be back in there. But I'd say Tyrod is a go. I mean, how he does, depending this week and maybe next few weeks when he plays, if he does well, gives us W's, that's all that matters. And, really looking forward to our second win. And, it's just degrading this year. You really can't get pumped up. How for a 1-5 team? I try each week to get really pumped up on these videos I do for y'all, but it's tough when you're 1-5. Last year, this time we were 5-1. Things were nice. We were looking every week. We pulled it out. Somehow there were mistakes. Nothing was perfect last year even, but we digged in somehow to pull the W out. So I know it's really tough this year. On the roster, we picked up a few offensive linemen. All 4 of our 5 offensive linemen are hurt. They won't start. Thomas is hurt. So there's some new linemen that were picked up earlier this week. So let's see how they can do. Added that with Saquon Barkley is running good. But Washington is really a powerhouse. Their defense is solid. So it's again, it will come down to who wants it more, who makes less mistakes. We can't have anything like we did last week. The end of first half, that should have been at the bare minimum a field goal right there, but they ended up getting nothing, so that cost us the game eventually, and all of us Giants fans knew that was going to happen. So anyways, let's That's what's going on right now. Giants and Commanders coming up. Overall, not really that much going on. The Giants just bottom of the division. It's not that far into season. If they got to turn things around, this is the time to do it right now. Get your second win in and go from there. It's not nowhere near over yet. It's still October, so we got long ways to go. Long ways to go. But us fans can only hope for things like that to happen. The players do the talking on the field, so the outcome is in their hands. So again, props to our defense. They really showed up last week versus Buffalo. We need that same intensity here at home versus Washington today. And if we don't make any mistakes on all three phases, special teams, offense, defense got to force turnovers. They got a rookie quarterback, Sam Howell, or is he second year? I'm not sure. But you got to get to him. These things are doable. You got to pull out the win. It's how much dedication you show as a defense, how much you're playing to the plan. I mean, Wing Martindale he puts the plan in, but it's up to the players to execute it. So, and linebackers, props to them. They did good last week. I want to see the same energy this week. If we can put together a good game, turnover free, Tyrod can pass downfield, and put a few scores on the board. Defense can hold them, and 100% W's can happen. So they have to. It's literally must win. You have to get your second win in right now. And division is pulling away. Wildcard spot is 2 spots away. So if you don't want to fail this season, this week you got to turn it around. Basically, that's it. No excuses. Anyways, that's my take on the Washington Commanders coming into MetLife Stadium to play us. Fans, please help me out. New YouTuber here trying to get this thing going in the Giants. I'm also a fan of the Rangers, Knicks, and most of the New York teams, except on the flip side, the Jets and Nets, Mets. I don't go that side. Yankees is my team. So now and then you might hear me talking about them too. So I just need support. Like I said, I'm new to this thing. I'm doing my best that I can. Fans, please help me out. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm new. And I want to make this thing a success, not only for me, but for my family in the future. So I'm patient. I work, on this thing patiently. Leave me comments, let me know what I got to talk about. What do you want me to talk about? Give me likes. Likes are most important for YouTube algorithm. And, we can get this thing rolling. So, again, thank you, everybody. Giants fans, number one in the world, as always. Positives. We got to flip this channel on this season. Switch it around. We start winning a few games. The energy goes up. Everything, turns around with a win. We can't afford another loss right here. So hopefully they get it done. And please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like, comments. And I'll see you with the post game of the Giants and Commanders. All right. Thank you. Go Giants all the way.